Hello. So this is my computer at the moment, and or the inside at least. And yeah, I just added a network card and an audio card. And let's see here if I can hold the camera somewhat like this. And over here is the sound card. It's the Audio G2 ZS Platinum Pro, and it has its own power connector as well. And on the back side you can see there's a special connector, a small one, and it connects to an external box, and all the connections are on that one. Here's the graphics card, and it's the NVIDIA GTX 660. Has 2 GB of memory. Power connection for it. I think it's a 6-pin connector. And that's the network card, extra network card. It's from Intel. It's a really old one. I think it's called Gigabit CT desktop adapter or something like that. It still works. It's PCI Express 1X, and right there, that one, that's the M.2 NVMe drive. It's from Intel. You can see it right there. It's the 600p 256 gig. And let's see, oh, it's kind of shiny here. That's the memory, 4 modules, 16 GB of DDR4 memory. And here is the big cooler. It's was it Thermaltake? I don't remember exactly the model number right now, but I might put it in the video description. It cools really well. It's really quiet. You can barely hear it actually. And of course underneath, see if I can get it. Underneath the cooler, of course, is the processor, and it's the Intel i5 6600K. So it's the Skylake processor. It's the 3.5 gigahertz. I think it's 3.9 turbo. And the motherboard is from Asus. I don't know if you can see it somewhere. Maybe not. But it's the Asus Z170-P. Yeah. And then I did my own little modification over there with the red connector there. Also the cable. This goes behind the motherboard and then up back there. And that's the digital output from the sort of built-in sound card on the motherboard, the Realtek audio. Yeah, I will have multiple audio cards. And up here I've got the 5-bay hard drive case. It can fit 5 hard drives. Right now I have 2 SSDs in the 2 front, or the 2 first here, and the 2 back here is 2 mechanical hard drives for storage. And this is the back panel overall of that box. You can see that's the connectors for that goes down to the motherboard. 2 power connectors. And you can see there are green connectors as well, and those are actually SAS connectors. or for a sort of extra connectors for the SAS. I think you can run some kind of dual channel thingy on it. But the purple, the top row, the purple is regular SATA ports as well. So if you plug them only to the green, it won't work if you have SATA drives. So if you have only SATA drives, you need to connect to the purple. And I removed the fan actually because it was making a lot of noise. And here's the cable bundle for all the power. Normally they are flat like this, but they were so hard to work with, so I just separated each individual sort of cable and made a sort of a bundle overall. And it goes behind this kind of thing over there. You can see the cables. Also the you see those blue SATA cables there, they go also behind here, and you can see the blue cables there go underneath here and comes out and connects to the motherboard. And the motherboard is kind of not really budget, but some kind of mid-range motherboard from Asus, and it only has 4 SATA ports. The sad part is that it doesn't have any eSATA ports at the back in the I/O plate. So I usually have an external kind of hard drive bay, and it's USB 2 and eSATA, and I used to have the eSATA connector, but I guess I have to buy a new one that is USB 3 instead, because this motherboard have USB 3 instead of eSATA. But yeah, this is the computer, and of course the power supply from Corsair is the RM650. So it's 650 watt, and it's more than enough for my setup at the moment. If I actually swap the graphics card to a more advanced one, I might have to swap it, but it should be enough for most systems anyway. And this system is super quiet. So there's a 120mm fan at the back, also a 120mm fan at the front. You can see it back there. So the airflow goes like this. So yeah, that's that. And of course there's a cover here. Let's see where it is. It's over here. This one. And it has extra, normally there's a fan here, but I don't really need it at the moment. And there's also hose there for the lines up with the graphics card and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the inside of my computer. So yeah, see you later.